also get a lot of really amazing experiences to help you get into health professional school. So so happy to see you all, and thanks for having us. And then I'll go ahead and have Dr. Del Castillo introduce herself too.
Hi, everyone. Can you hear me okay? Great. Hi, I am Nicole Del Castillo, Dr. Nicole Del Castillo. I'm the director of the Office of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion here at Carver College of Medicine. Again, so happy to have you guys all participating in MAPS. I was a member and an active member, a leader in MAPS when I was in undergrad, and it's a great way. It definitely got me, was one of the stepping stones that got me to where I am today. So yeah, I'll pass it over to Aaron.
Okay, thank you so much. Okay, we're gonna start the presentation slides. I'm gonna share my screen real quick. All right, can everybody see this map slide? Okay, put it in presentation mode. Something went wrong. Okay. Okay. So what is MAPS? So MAPS stands for the Minority Association of Pre-Health Students. The name has the word minority in it, but you do not have to be a minority to join this organization. This join org is for anyone who is interested in healthcare. And MAPS is an academic support group that motivates, encourages, and prepares pre-health students to become competitive health profession applicants. Something that is very special about MAPS compared to other organizations is that we are super fortunate to have strong ties with the University of Iowa, Carver College of Medicine faculty and students. And they are really committed to supporting underrepresented undergraduate minority students. And these faculty and staff and students, they play a huge role in the events that we host, like student panels, admissions panels, speed mentoring. And they are super amazing people to be able to network with. This is something that is very special about MAPS, and it's our ties with the medical school. If you live on the east side of campus, the medical school is right across the river, and the students and faculty are super willing to help out MAPS and its members. So what do we provide? We provide students with the knowledge, the support, the motivation and resources that student needs to be successful in their pre-health journey. Another thing that we want to provide to students is that sense of comfort, or at least make students feel less scared, because being a pre-health student is very scary. Being a pre-health student, you have a lot to think about, and you have a lot of questions on your mind, like how to get clinical experience, how to get into research, and how to get shadowing opportunities. And MAPS is something that can help answer those questions. Next, we are going to talk, or we're going to introduce you to the exec board members. We're going to have the advisors introduce themselves again, real quick.
Hey, I'm Dr. Martinez. That's when I look nicer and have my hair done. But yes, thank you. So happy to be here. Family physician. I also am the advisor for the mobile clinics, which is a great opportunity to do patient care even as an undergrad. So free care for underserved populations.
So hello again, Dr. Del Castillo. I actually trained as a psychiatrist. So if anybody's interested in mental health and things of that sort, we can also chat a little bit more about that. But yeah, so psychiatry, child psych is my background, and then I shared all the other stuff. So anyway.
All right, next we have me. My name's Aaron Tran. I will be the president of MAPS this semester. I am a third year at the University of Iowa, and I am a human physiology major with the pre-med track. and my hobbies are working out, taking random walks, and listening to music, as well as playing instruments.
Hi guys, my name is Abhi Parvas Thermish, and this semester I'll be serving as the Vice President for MAPS. I'm currently a senior at the university studying biomedical sciences. Some of my hobbies include table tennis, and cooking, which I've started to do a lot of during quarantine. And my advice would be to do what makes you happy, try your best, and let your hard work build your confidence. I'm super excited for all the MAPS events that we're going to have this semester.
Hi everyone, my name is Julie. I'm going to be the treasurer this semester for MAPS. I'm a junior. I'm studying human physiology on the pre-med track. My hobbies include traveling, volunteering, and cooking and eating food. And my advice is that not everything's going to go your way in college. There's going to be some ups and downs, but as long as you keep your head down and do your best, everything will work out in the end.
Hi everybody, I'm Tina Kay. I am the mobile clinic liaison for MAPS this semester. I'm a junior studying microbiology and minoring in French. I really love traveling, although that's not possible right now, and food and bread making. And my advice is to just find the joy in little things.
Hi guys, I'm Asia. I am the outreach coordinator. I'm a senior studying biology. My hobbies are exploring, team building, and watching movies. And my advice is just that when you hear good advice, you should share it, be a resource for your friends, and collaborate with each other instead of competing.
Hello, everyone. I'm David Sidich. I'm the shadowing coordinator. I'm a senior human phys major with pre-med track, and my hobbies include running, cooking, and snowboarding as well. My advice overall would be have an end goal in mind, but don't forget to enjoy the whole process. When you're, a pre-health student, you tend to think so far ahead, but enjoy the whole journey. And yeah, that's pretty much it.
Hey everyone, I'm Gianna. I'm the communications chair. I am a junior and my major is cell and developmental biology on the pre-med track. My hobbies are reading, traveling, and collecting succulents. My advice is that to branch out and try to take different types of courses and join different activities outside of your major.
Hi, everybody. My name is Susan Anil, and I'll be serving as the secretary for MAPS this semester. I'm currently a sophomore, and I am a human physiology major on the pre-med track. In my free time, I enjoy baking, volunteering, and spending time with my friends and family. And if I have one piece of advice for you all, it's to take time to take care of yourself, no matter how busy you are.
Okay, so what do we offer? So these next few slides, we're going to give you an overview of the type of events that we host. Not all of our events are going to be listed here because there are just way too many. And we're going to talk about the events that are super popular and events that past members really enjoy. The first one will be Vitals and Suture Lab. So for Vitals, we usually host this event with the help with the mobile clinic where we can get training just for MAPS members. But because of COVID, we are unable to do that this semester, but you can still get in-person training through the mobile clinic, but the numbers are limited. In the Vitals training, you get to learn how to take blood pressure, learn how to use that stethoscope, if I said that correctly. You get to learn how to use that stethoscope, and you can learn how to listen to a patient's breathing, as well as taking BMI. And then Suture Lab, we are going to do a virtual Suture Lab this semester, where you will get your own, I think it's a silicone pad or whatever, or something like that. But you also get the equipment that comes with it, like the forceps and the sutures. You do not have to worry about ordering the materials. We will order it for you, and then you will pick it up. Your club dues are going to help pay for those materials, but we will talk about club dues later in this presentation.
So throughout the semester, lots of times we'll have graduate student panels and admissions panels. And in these panels, there's just representatives from the different professional colleges here at the University of Iowa. And I really, really like these experiences because lots of times you'll show up and you'll get answers to questions you didn't even know to ask. For the student panels, especially if you are a student, getting to hear other students talk about their journey to where they are is really exciting because you get to hear more than just one story. You get to hear all the different pathways that there are to get to be where you want to be.
Case-based learning is an event that we usually do every year just because a lot of medical students and a lot of members enjoy it. So that's why we're bringing it back this semester again. Case-based learning is where you are going to be working with other MAPS members in a small group and with a medical student where you're going to go through a patient case. And this is a great time to get to know your other MAPS members, but also get to know that medical student. And this is a great time to ask questions at any questions you have about medical school or anything for the medical student, but also get to see what medical students do and like the case-based learning and how it goes for them.
This semester, MAPS is planning on having a virtual event with the Palmer Arts Career Center. In the past, they have shared a slideshow of the do's and don'ts of resumes and personal statements. Throughout the semester, MAPS will host events with graduate students. At the end of these events, many graduate students may share their email so you can reach out to them about advice or questions regarding your resume or personal statement. Events such as case-based learning and speed mentoring are the times they usually share.
I get to talk about mobile clinic. I love mobile clinic. So let me tell you why you need to do this. So Iowa Mobile Clinic is a organization that is run by the hospital, so over on the west side. And they are just a free medical clinic that the clinics are just set up in different regions of underrepresented communities. And we set up a clinic in churches and schools and places that we're able to do that. And we get to provide free healthcare and free checkups for anyone who walks into the door. And undergraduates are able to volunteer for this. So you could be an EMR registration, you could do vitals, you could do labs, you could be a translator, you could do many, many things. And this is an amazing opportunity for undergraduate students. You get to have direct patient care without having to go to the hospital. So this is experience for you, good resume building, good connections with medical students, with physicians. It is just an overall amazing opportunity that you should get involved with now because it is freaking amazing. So in the next slide, we have the QR code where you can go ahead and scan that, and it should give you a link where you're able to fill out some information. But definitely give this a shot if you want some experience under your belt. If you have any questions or concerns, please feel free to reach out to the MAPS, to me, and we can get you connected and get your answer resolved. Yes, please. It's amazing.
Yeah, so along with that, physician speakers are very important in the sense that like they have experience obviously in the pathway of in medicine, right? And they help you out and give you hindsight on what it was like in their journey. And that's something we offer through MAPS as well. And each physician has their own journey, right? And everybody always gives advice on what helped them. And if that can help you, then MAPS did a great job. So yeah. All right, and graduate student panel, graduate student mentoring. So essentially, this was kind of tough. This is pre-COVID, obviously. Judging from the photo, it's kind of hard to do. But essentially, this helps you get connections again, right? What we were discussing, and overall, it can help with the speed dating formatting, right? In terms of getting connections, you sit down and talk to someone for a minute or so, and then you move on to another one. And overall, it helps build networking and connections.
Also to add, the slide says free food. We are not giving out free food anymore because we are not meeting in person. Okay, SHPEP. So SHPEP stands for Summer Health Profession Education Program. This is an amazing summer program for pre-health students, and MAPS usually holds an informational meeting about this summer program. So SHPEP is a free enriching 6-week summer program for pre-health students. And something that's very unique about SHPEP here at the University of Iowa is that the participants receive an automatic admissions interview to the Carver College of Medicine, the College of Dentistry, the College of Pharmacy, etc. And it's a great application booster. So during SHPEP, you get to learn you get to pick 3 science courses, organic chemistry, physics, and anatomy. You get to learn it for free within those 6 weeks. And then once the semester starts for the university, you will be ahead in the class. With that science class, we'll also get like 2 to 3 lectures every day, learning about healthcare for 6 weeks. It does give you a big head start and advantage if you do attend this summer program. Personally, I feel like SHPEP is like the bigger version of MAPS, mainly because the lectures that we host are similar to SHPEP, and we host an event every single week this semester, but SHPEP, you get 2 to 3 lectures every single day for six weeks. A big misconception about SHPEP is that it's just work, because you get lectures every single day, and people think like it's just another college course that you take during the summer. But those lectures that you get during those 6 weeks are events that we host, like student panels, admission panels, and lectures that really help you learn about healthcare. You get to learn about the good side of healthcare, as well as the bad side of healthcare. Also, something that MAPS and SHPEP have in common is that they strive to make and create a better and more diverse healthcare system. So both of these organizations want to make better healthcare professionals who have somewhat more cultural competency, cultural diversity, so that we can better treat patients who are suffering from health disparities. And both of these organizations, MAPS and SHPEP, are super supportive of underrepresented groups, clinics, and minorities. Personally, I was fortunate to be able to attend this summer program, and it was one of the best summers that I've ever had. You get to meet amazing people, 80 to be exact. There are 80 students in this program. And the first time the first day I joined, I was told that you're gonna remember every single name, and you're gonna cry your eyes out. And then I thought, I was like, there's no way I'm gonna learn 80 people's names, and there's no way I'm gonna cry. But then the end of the program came, and just a huge group of 80 people just huddled together, crying and sobbing their eyes out. This is just an amazing summer program. Do you have anything else to add, Dr. Martinez?
Yeah, the application is like, I think it's due within days, but it is not too late. Again, you do get a stipend of $1,200 to participate in the program. And so, it's not too late. Go ahead and Google SHPEP Iowa, and you can go ahead. Oh, it's due tomorrow. Oh gosh. But honestly, still not too late. Hustle, hustle, hustle. You can get it done.
Yes, so the application is due tomorrow for this year's cycle, but next year's cycle is the application is going to start on November. But when I was in SHPEP, it was all in person, but this year I believe it's going to be all virtual, I believe.
Yeah, it is virtual this summer, which, of course is a challenge, but honestly, we had a virtual summer last summer, and it was still fabulous. So we still had a lot of fun and did some great things, and there was a lot of community. So hopefully that will be the same this summer.
Yes, absolutely. I think the virtual version of JPEP is also amazing. You get like these cool gift baskets of like, you get your own suture kit if you're on the med track. And then if you're in the dentistry track, you get a cool little cavity set or something. Like you get to fill your cavity and you get these cool metal equipment that comes with it. So you still get those hands-on activities even though it is virtual.
So I just wanted to take a minute and talk to you all about a new opportunity we are working to offer for you this semester. So one of my favorite things about MAPS has been the great community that I've gotten to be a part of. And it's a community of friends that have even become to feel like family. And obviously that's more difficult with the virtual format of things, but we're doing our best to accommodate it and still make sure that you guys get that community experience. And so we are planning to offer small support groups. So 4 to 5 people, depending how many people are interested in joining a support group. We're thinking 45-minute meetings, and they will meet either once every 2 weeks or once a month. And our current idea is to either discuss healthcare topics, play games, talk, have a study group where you can study alone with other people, but we will be sending a survey to you all at the end of this meeting. And a lot of this is going to be up to you, how often you want to meet, what kind of things you want to do. We're open to all suggestions because we want this time to be as beneficial for you as it can be, and so you can make buddies in MAPS.
Okay, so we do have a point system associated with MAPS. So each event is worth anywhere from 1 to 2 points. It kind of depends what we're doing. While we were in person, we had volunteering events, and those were a little bit more points. But so we have different events that are worth different points. To obtain a graduation cord, you must have a total of 10 points for 2 semesters. If you are just doing 1 semester with MAPS, then that would be 5. This will help you with if you are planning to be on the exec board of MAPS, which I encourage you to apply. At the end of the semester, we will have some seniors leaving us, which is sad, but that means more room for all of you to apply and get your chance to sit up and get these really cool shirts. So the more points you have, it shows us that you are committed to MAPS, that you want to be a part, you want to help us improve, and you want to be part of reaching out to other students who are in the pre-health track and want to help them out. So that's just kind of our indication that, hey, yeah, cool. They want to be in this because they are committed and want to help. So really take that into consideration. If you do plan to apply by the end of the semester, I really encourage you to do so and just keep coming to these events if you can.
Okay, so here are the events we have planned for this semester. Not everything is on there because we did mention some of them in those previous slides. But next week on Tuesday, we will have a physician speaker, Dr. Winokur, and she is going to talk about the COVID vaccine. She also, I think, helped with the vaccine trial. So it's going to be a very interesting event next week. We're also going to have an event on summer programs and gap year opportunities, as well as an event where we talk about racism in medicine and implicit bias. And Dr. Martinez is going to give us that talk. We are also going to have a mental health event this semester because mental health is equally important as your physical health. And then we're also going to have a speed mentoring event where you get to talk to medical students, ask questions, and then after the end of that, you get to decide which student you like the best, and then they become your mentor. And then we're going to have our virtual suture lab, and then we are going to have an event with combined MD programs. And then some miscellaneous, as MAPS members, you get you get to know about the events that we host, as well as opportunities like research opportunities and volunteering opportunities. And you also get to learn about conferences. So conferences like the AMEC, RMEC, and LMSA, these are conferences that are national. So what these conferences are is they're across multiple days, probably like 3 to 4 days. And within those days, you get to attend workshops like professional panels, admissions panels. And then you also have the opportunity to network with a whole bunch of health professionals. And you can also present your research at one of these national conferences. And then that is something that you can put on your resume, and it's gonna boost it because you can put on your resume saying that you presented at a national conference. And then for those who don't know MAPS, we have about 200 plus MAPS chapters across the United States. And so they have events as well. So they share those events with us, and then we can share those events with you as well.
So obviously these pictures are from a pre-COVID lifetime, but we in the past have offered volunteer opportunities in which our membership go to places like the Hope Lodge, Melrose Meadows, and Ronald McDonald House in order to make a positive impact on our community as an organization, but also that offers some team building opportunities for our organization as well. But obviously stuff like this isn't necessarily possible anymore, but we are still doing our best to keep you guys updated on volunteer opportunities that we are aware of. For example, for those of you who are already on the MAPS list, we recently sent out an opportunity to regarding information about volunteering at Upstream Clinic. So for those of you who are already on the MAPS list and you receive that information, I highly recommend checking it out. And for those of you who are not on the MAPS list yet, we'll get you on that list, and you can always reach out to me and we can get you the opportunity to volunteer at the Upstream Clinic and also in other places. And finally, we also have our socials. Once again, pictures from a pre-COVID era. But this past semester, we did a lot of things to supplement our in-person socials. For example, we had an Among Us social, which I thought was very fun. And we also had a few Pictionary socials. And so we will continue to do things like this either as a whole group, or we will supplement them by doing them in our small groups.
All right. Okay. So the shadowing program, obviously, kind of like what Susan was saying, this is all pre-COVID. But essentially, what MAPS can offer is shadowing experience, right? Which is great for understanding which specific field you would love to go into, or what field you would love in the future reference when you go into medical school or any type of graduate school in healthcare, right? So as you can see the list here, different departments of medicine that can be offered and can be understood through MAPS as well. However, given circumstances now, this has kind of been vaulted or kind of stopped, but if in the future it could be virtual shadowing, could be a possibility. So.
For the dues this semester, it's 20 for the whole year. I know some MAPS members already paid 20, so if you have paid the 20 for the whole year, just send me an email to double check. But otherwise, it is $10 for the semester, and we can do it through two ways, through Venmo, and I put my account on there, or through UBO PDF, and I will send that into the chat. And for the UBO PDF, that does need to be signed and sent back to my email through a PDF. The business office at the University of Iowa does not accept typed signatures, so it needs to be signed. And of course, this will include your MAPS t-shirt. It did include your physician shadowing opportunity before, but and then your graduation cord, and of course your virtual suture lab materials. Like Erin was saying, this is very important. As like you get to keep your kits, and we will order them for you as like once you pay your dues. This will be covered through that.
Okay, and then we have the Google survey for you to join. This survey is just going to ask you for your information, like your email and your phone number. And then after you fill out the survey, your information is going to be added onto our email list. Then if one of the board members can click on that link and send it in the chat, I feel like if I do it, I might exit out the presentation.
Got it, Erin.
All right. So fill that out and then your information will be added onto our email list, and then you will be reminded of all of the events that we are hosting this semester, as well as opportunities like the conferences and volunteering and research opportunities. And then if you also want more reminders from us, you can follow us on our social medias. We will be posting on these just to remind you of upcoming events, as well as events from other MAPS chapters. And here are the QR codes that you can scan, and then you can follow our social medias. Just giving everybody a second just in case they're scanning it. You can also search up MAPS at Iowa to find us. And then here is the contact information where you can contact us with questions. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing if I know how to.
I'll interrupt real fast, Erin. I just wanted to reiterate, we just sent a few surveys into the group chat, one for email and text notifications and another for availability for events and regarding the support groups. So if you guys could get those copied down, that would be great. But if you don't get them copied down, you can email me at the email that was sent to everybody in the entire university, susan-nil@uiowa.edu. And I can also get that information to you as well.
Okay, that will be our event for tonight. If you have any questions, go ahead and ask.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Have a great night. See you guys.
Thank you so much.